good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is Tuesday. It is the 23rd of March, and we are creeping our way to the end of the month. And we are still reading with the Housewives Tarot, which is a really fun tarot deck that my dear friend and podcast co-host, Mary, recommended to me. And Mary and I do the podcast Casing the Cover, which does actually have a new episode out today, so you should totally check that out. I think it has something to do with chihuahuas. Anyway, this has nothing to do with chihuahuas, but we are checking out these cards that are created by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum, and I'm having so much fun with them. I'm going to be a little sad to let them go for the next month, but I have some fun surprises for April. So, let's see what card we have for today. All right. I don't think I've done this one. I don't think I've done the Hanged Man. Towards the end of the month, I start to forget what cards I've done. But this is a really fun card. The Hanged Man is just hanging out to dry on the line. I don't know. He looks pretty happy about it, too. If you look at what he looks like, he's very pleased with hanging upside down. Either that or he's screaming. I don't know. He looks pretty happy, though. And, of course, maybe if he's hanging out next to a pair of somebody's pink panties, that's enjoyable, I guess. Sure, as long as they're clean. I like this, that it embraces the idea of the Hanged Man, which is the inverted man on there, and this is fun. This is a really fun way to look at the Hanged Man. But I think it also does, I may be stretching this a bit, stretching the line on this, but I think that it works because the Hanged Man is about kind of being stuck and being in kind of waiting mode. And when you hang clothes out to dry, they're not dry as fast as if you throw them in the dryer. You've got to wait. You got to kind of take your time with it. And you've got to keep an eye on it a little bit because if it starts to rain or the wind gets too high or the cats or the dogs or the birds or whatever try to get to your laundry, you've kind of got to deal with all these things. So even though you're not moving forward, you're still kind of moving. And the Hanged Man is very much that kind of card of let's stop, let's contemplate, let's think about what we're going to do next. We don't have to go anywhere just yet, but maybe we want to assess the damages from the past and reassess to apply these things to the future. I love that on the major arcana cards, they've got this great dark trim. It's black with this bright red stitching on it. It makes them stand out, so if you're not certain about the cards or what suit they go in, this is clearly, hey, it's black. It doesn't belong to any of the minor suits. It is a major arcana card, so we know that it fits in there. Also, all of the writing on these cards is super clear. You know that it says Hanged Man because it's bright red and in this very pop art sort of style in the font, and you can still see the Roman numeral down there if you are of the mind like I am, where you're like, I still want to know what number that card is. I still want to know all of that. The one thing I've noticed about the major arcana cards is in this particular deck, this is not a traditional deck in the sense of there's symbolism here and there's all this other stuff. I feel like whoever did these cards may have had some idea of the meaning of the cards and what they are and all that, but took it at a very face value when it comes to the symbolism. So the Hanged Man doesn't have a cross, it doesn't have the usual plant life and walls and things like that are behind it. Yes, it's in a garden, so I guess they're oh, well, it should be outside and there should be a line, and lines are just like walls, right? So I get that they were kind of trying for the symbolism, but this was more about having a fun, unique deck of cards that have the look of the standard deck of tarot cards. I still don't understand why he's so happy about being upside down, but maybe, again, it's leaning into, hey, we don't mind the lesser and negative aspects of these cards as much. We're just going to revel in the chaos that is. And again, being that these are kitschy from the 50s, 60s era, when everything was perfect and lovely and happy housewives and all of those things, and we know that it really wasn't, I think they're kind of buying into that whole idea of let's be ironic, let's be a little weird with this. But so far, I've had a lot of fun with these cards, and I'm super interested to see what we finish out the month with. But yes, we are rapidly coming to the end of our time with the Housewives Tarot. But hey, maybe I've got something really fun for you in April. I totally do. It's going to be so great. All right, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you tomorrow.